we're in different positions today, mate, because I've got the music here and I just got to pause it. So 3, 2, 1.
Hi everyone, welcome to Good Morning Toowoomba with Ben Apsey and...
I'm Darryl Nicholson, Toowoomba 4350 TV, and a big good morning today to Stanthorpe 4380 TV and Warwick 4370 TV, Travel Mugs Coffee, Globetrotters page. Who else are we on with?
Oh, we're on with a few.
And
I'll have to share it across the Globetrotters one. So.
Yeah, okay, yeah, you'll do that. So, mate, welcome along to Wednesday the 5th, grand opening day of Travel Mugs Coffee. So, tell us a bit about Travel Mugs and where it is, mate. So.
Well, Dad's got a travel agency, and when he took over that, he said, "I want really like a coffee shop in the front end," and I said, "Well, I know coffee, so."
You do.
That's where it sort of evolved from, and learning from the experience of the last hole in the wall coffee shop that we had, sort of extending that a little bit to include some table seating, but the same sort of concept. It's a little bit of a coffee hub, you'd call it, in the front end of the. It's there to complement Globetrotters.
Righto. So look, you can come down if you're up early, bring your laptop down and plug into the Wi-Fi, do some office work from here, and enjoy a coffee and some great company, and we'll be outside later on just to show you there. Also, look, if you like us, we're on another venture as well, but today's all about Travel Mugs, but Studio 4350, 4350 is opening as well, but we'll get more into that later. Today is about Travel Mugs Coffee. So,
and then we'll do an official opening for the travel agency at some point too. So.
Yeah, and the travel agency. But again, Warwick and Stanthorpe, I'd love to come out there and do something like this live for you guys. So if you're interested, come and talk to me. So or talk to us. But it might be a bit hard for you to hit the road, mate. I'll be doing back roads. I'm going to copy the ABC and do back roads and get out and travel about. Like, I haven't travelled for a while. And mate, speaking of travel, let's hope.
I've got a funny feeling my rego's due, but I haven't seen a renewal notice.
You better get in touch with it, mate, because the cops are talking about travel, mate. Let's hope there's 6,773 cases of coronavirus in Australia at the moment. So
most of those are in Victoria.
Melbourne gets seriously locked down today. I mean, talking businesses are closing.
Will that be stage 6 now? Or? I don't know what stage he thinks they're in.
It's stage 4. They asked Andrews what stage 5 looks like. He goes, "Can I just get through stage 4?" But Target, some of the major chains, Bunnings and that, they're putting a 12th hour appeal to still stay open because they are looking at closing. Targets, Kmart's, Bunnings, all that sort of stuff. So they really want to stay open. So we'll see what happens.
It'll be a big hit if they have to close.
Yeah. So.
But if people have to stay home, then
just got to stay home.
They've got to stay home.
Happy birthday, Meghan Markle. Wonder what she got for her birthday this morning.
She got a prince.
A prince, yeah. So, got some guests coming in today. So we've got Nat and Tiff are going to come in a bit later, mate. They're out sleeping in the streets, and we did homeless for a night. We'll talk about that through the morning. Jeff McDonald's coming down. Greg Johnson, my good friend Greg Johnson, was one of the first guests on 4350 TV. The Chamber. Todd and Deb.
Yes.
Made a bit of a celebrity out of Deb, mate. I put a post up last night with her. So if you want to join the Chamber...
Make sure you call Deb.
Call Deb.
Call Deb.
She talked about joining the Chamber. And there's a few other people, Gay Holds, coming down.
Yes, she'll be here a little bit later.
Yeah, so there's people popping in through the morning. Tim McMahon, Councillor Tim McMahon. And
well, he said he'd try and get here early.
Okay.
So we'll see if he does.
We'll see if he gets here.
And Graham Strang, if you're watching, we're still waiting on that $25 donation to our homeless sleep out as well. So if you can just top that one up, that'd be good.
He might have put it.
He might have put it.
Maybe he didn't put it under us. He might have
put
put it to Nat and Tiff. So, but anyhow, we'll just see what happens. Mate, consular staff have to quarantine now. There's no just jumping out of an aeroplane. Anna Palaszczuk really ticked off yesterday. So. No special rules.
He wasn't a consular anyway. He was a security guard.
And he got a special.
Do we really trust security guards after what happened in Victoria?
I work with a lot of security guards, so and look, the team up the road here.
They're probably real. They're really good. The guys up here are awesome.
Yeah,
the ones in Victoria. Oof.
They find them on job. What's that?
Craigslist.
No, Craigslist. Where'd they get them from? Gumtree. They hired them from Gumtree.
Yeah, there's not a disaster way.
If you want to buy a dodgy business, just jump onto Gumtree. There's some dodgy ones there. Wayne Hamlet's watching. Apsey Benjamin's watching.
Am I?
Marika Welter is watching, and Sue McHarry from Darling Downs Pamphlet Delivery is watching as well. So Look, Marika, Sue, if you're around, come on down, grab yourself a coffee here. So, what's the price for a medium coffee here? You've
Medium
got
coffee.
small and medium, don't you?
So yeah, small and medium, well, small and regular. So for anyone that doesn't know coffee sizes, an 8-ounce cup
Yep.
is what is commonly known as a small,
Yep.
and a 12-ounce cup is what's commonly known as a regular or a medium.
Right.
So
Okay.
any coffee shops out there that are claiming that a 12-ounce cup is a large, you're lying to your customers.
Oh, controversy. Okay, Deb Robinson's watching. She's probably watching from her
If you
bed.
need to join the chamber, call
Deb. Gayhole Carpenter's watching. Gay will be in a bit later, so I'm looking forward
Well,
to
if she's watching, she should be out of bed, getting ready to come down and buy
Yeah.
stuff.
Oh, mate, I crashed last night. I left here. We set up a bit of this, but got home, crashed on the couch, and I put a post up as I got into my cold bed. But it was better being in my bed last night than the bed the night before.
Oh.
Geez, I had a shocking night.
I must
was
admit, after
aching
the night
awake.
before, I slept like a log
Yep.
last night.
And thanks to Jackie Armstrong, she put $2,000 in the bank before the breakfast and into Homeless for a Week account. $100,000 for base services.
And the week's not even over yet.
I know. So look, if you've got a spare bit of money, $5 and over, tax deductible. I know it's $2, but we're saying $5. Throw that into base services because their services have been getting more demand on them
with,
since COVID came in. So.
And we must say a real huge thank you to Gay as well.
Yep. Yeah, definitely.
With getting Hair Aid involved.
Yep. Yep. Selena Tomasic, she spoke yesterday. Spoke very well. 2 hours, just a month to give to one of your favourite charities or a incorporated or something like that.
Community
just to help them out.
organisations.
Community organisations. You go on. Your sister's watching, mate. She's
Oh,
just
that's good.
joined
Hello, Kirsten.
Yep.
She'll come to visit next weekend, which
Yep.
is good. Looking forward to that. And we must also say, with Gay is the kind of person that loves to support local businesses and to spread the love. And I think that's really important in Toowoomba.
Yep.
So.
Yep, and as I said, think local, support local, buy local, and that's really important. So if you're in Coles or Woolworths or Aldi, and you can't avoid those majors,
Maybe we should add in there, donate local.
donate local. Hey, I like that.
Don't donate international, donate local.
Yeah, I like that. Donate local because there's Proteus Place, Submerge, Headspace, Teen Challenge, Beyond Blue,
And that's just the people that are supporting, the vulnerable and they're hard done by in the community. And you've got places like the Empire Theatre.
Yep.
You can donate to the Empire Theatre.
Yep.
God knows they need it at the moment.
Yeah,
There's a lot of artists, and a lot of them they could not get any kind of job seeker or job keeper support. So.
Yep. Mate, we might take a short break, put some music on and top up our coffees, but come down, join us here at Travel Mugs. I'm going to flip the camera around so you can see Ben at work making me a coffee in my 4350 TV cup. So we'll be back just after this one, a couple of songs. check again, homelessforaweek.com.au. If you can go there and donate some money to Nat and Tiff, they're out in the streets. I did message Nat to remind him to come down for an interview, and he said, I just can't wake Tiff up, so so she's still snoozing.
At least she's able to get some sleep.
That's right. Kathy Pepper, a friend of mine, mate, we were kids and in the military. Our parents were in the military, but grew up with Kathy Pepper. She's written a book, and she said, can I buy a mug, please? So she wants to buy a coffee mug. I think you haven't got the coffee mugs yet, but Kathy, as soon as we get the mugs, we'll let you know. And her sister Judy lives in Toowoomba as well, so I've got to catch up with Judy. So Kathy,
the travel mugs, I can get them, but I have to order 24.
Okay.
So they're nice. The brand that we've gone with is Husky.
Yep.
So that's what we're using for the travel mugs.
Mm-hmm.
So they're made from the leftover husks from the coffee beans. You compress them together.
Yep.
So they're really well insulated, and they're dishwasher safe, which is really good. So.
Excellent. So, right, mate, in other news, what's happened in Toowoomba? Oh, today's going to be a top of 22. It was a nice walk.
Beautiful day today.
Nice walk down this morning from home. So
may not need to put those umbrellas up out the front.
No, maybe not. Look, guys, if you want to come to Queensland, can you wait till it's legal? 3 men snuck over the border. They had been in Melbourne. They snuck back over.
Again, you're from Victoria. Can you just stay where the heck you're from?
Well, these were Logan.
We don't
people.
want you up here.
They were Queenslanders that went to Melbourne and they wanted to get back home to Logan. So they've been arrested. They're going to.
Why would you go to Melbourne?
I don't know.
Why would you want to go there?
Why would you want to go there? So they're going to appear in court in September with the other 2 ladies who falsified their border declaration. So
and the consular fella's going as well.
Yeah, he's going to court as well.
Yep,
so
he's under police investigation there.
So we're going to have a top of 22 today, but we are getting an Arctic blast is coming our way. So
and lots of rain.
So which will be great. So, mate, we talked about consular stuff. Melbourne's in the stage 4.
Huge blast.
Lucky to live in Australia. Yeah.
Oh,
massive.
We just watched the video.
Looked like a fireworks place and thought, it's just fireworks.
But then something goes off that's just.
There's more to it,
and you can see the shockwave going out. Like, it is incredible.
Yeah,
incredible footage.
There's definitely more to it. So we're down here at Travel Mugs down in Margaret Street next to Sofra's. So come down, coffee's on, and big shout out to Quest Service Apartments. Now what we're doing is Jenny at Quest being really lovely. We've got a prize voucher for the next 2 weeks. Come down to Travel Mugs, buy yourself a coffee. Show that you've liked Good Morning Toowoomba, and you'll go into the draw. We'll put your name into the draw for this voucher, which you can stay there yourself. You can give away to someone coming to Toowoomba, whatever you want to do with it. And it's valid till the December, but not in peak times. So it was very nice of Jenny to give us that. So really do appreciate that. Check out Quest. Send your friends there when they come to Toowoomba, as long as they're not up from Victoria. Sorry, we're going to stop talking about this.
No, the Victorians bought this on themselves.
Yeah, so... All right, mate, let's take another break. And Gary Wilson's watching. Oh, by the way, Gary Wilson...
We should say sorry to Gary. We're ripping into the Victorians. Gary's not a Victorian. He just happens to be unfortunate enough to be down there. So.
Yeah, he's down there. He's doing some great work in the military. And funny story, he was up here a couple of years ago and he put his phone in the glove box and he's driving into work at the base and it kept ringing. It was the Today Show. He'd missed out on 20 grand or something. Oh no, that's Cash Cow, I think. Look, we're ringing Gary Wilson in Toowoomba, and he said he could hear the phone, but he couldn't get to it because he was driving. But
well, that's good. That's a good thing. I mean, it's bad that he missed out on the money, but good that he didn't answer while he was driving. So.
But a big thank you to Gary Wilson, who gave us some money for homeless for a night that we did. Terry Cooper from out in Maryvale, beautiful spot Maryvale. We're near Warwick, near Bestbrook Mountain Resort, one of my favourite places that I go to, and the Maryvale pub. And a big shout out to Terry. Annie Freiling gave us some money for homeless for a week, homeless for a night. The beautiful Kim Stokes, she did quite a good job, MC yesterday, very good.
Yep.
She's still got that radio style about her, unlike you and I, we just fly by the seat of our pants. Patria Redmond from out at the USQ, I'm pretty sure she's still out there, your wonderful sister. Kirsten Aspey? Yeah, Apsey. Yeah. Get the name right.
It's only 5 letters.
Kim Lawson and just Jacqueline Bott. They're my friends from
Ray Wilson?
Sorry?
Gay.
No, that's Gary, mate. Gary. That's just my doctor's handwriting.
You've written him twice.
Yeah, no, yeah, well, he's special. So
He did give us a fair bit.
Gelatissimo is going through renovation as well. So
Gelatissimo's renoing.
Yeah.
Subway across the road's doing some renos.
they're getting
Bonamici's we haven't heard anything about.
I'm
They're
not sure what's going on at Bonamici's.
still closed. No one can get in contact with them. Carnival
Not
Lane.
that I've tried.
The facade is on the building.
Yep.
It must be getting close. One of the councillors was down yesterday doing a video on it, so it must be getting close to completion for them to be doing some promo for it. So
Okay. Don't forget, go to Homeless for a week. We're going to take another break. We'll be back on the other side, so stay tuned with us as we do the official opening of Travel Mugs down here at Travel Mugs at the Globetrotters. And I'll push play.
it was 40,000.
I've been feeling so small. Watch the clock ticking off the wall. But tonight I'm letting it go. Spend my coin for sure. I'm gonna be myself, or I could be someone else. No one's stopping me now. I'm gonna skip my breaks. I'm gonna make mistakes. I just wanna feel alive. It's just what I do when I'm out, so try not to hold me down. Feel alive when I'm in this town. Look at those beautiful stars. I wanna drive a faster car. Nothing can break me. No, no, nothing can break me. Try not to hold me down. Feel alive when I'm in this town. Look at those beautiful stars. I wanna take a trip to Mars. Nothing can break me. No, no, nothing can break me. Look at these beautiful stars. I wanna drive a faster car. Lay my troubles to rest. Blow the smoke through my cigarette. City lights looking fine, and I know this is my time now. I'm gonna be myself, or I could be someone else. No one's stopping me now. I'm gonna skip my breaks. I'm gonna make mistakes. I just wanna feel alive. It's just what I do when I'm out, so try not to hold me down. Feel alive when I'm in this town. Look at those beautiful stars. I wanna drive a faster car. Nothing can break me. No, no, nothing can break me. Try not to hold me down. Feel alive when I'm in this town. Look at those beautiful stars. I wanna take a trip to Mars. Nothing can break me. No, no, nothing can break me.
I know, we're waiting.
Look at those beautiful stars. I wanna drive a faster car. I'm gonna be myself. I'm gonna be someone else. I'm gonna be myself. I'm gonna be someone else. I'm gonna skip my breaks. I'm gonna make mistakes. I'm gonna skip my breaks. I'm gonna make mistakes. I'm gonna be myself. I'm gonna be someone else. I'm gonna be myself. I'm gonna be someone else. I'm gonna skip my breaks. I'm gonna make mistakes. I'm gonna skip my breaks. I'm gonna make mistakes. Try not to hold me down. Feel alive when I'm in this town. Look at those beautiful stars. I wanna drive a faster. Can break me. No, no, nothing can break me. Try not to hold me down. Feel alive when I'm in this town. Look at those beautiful stars. I wanna take a trip to Mars. Nothing can break me. No, no, nothing can break me.
I feel the warmth of your skin. I feel the touch of your hand. Love you with all of my heart. Makes me tremble within. Love the smell of your hair. I'm here in my bed. Without your love, I am out of place.
don't forget to come down here and join us at Travel Mugs. We've got the prize voucher to give away from Jen at Quest Toowoomba. So come down. All you got to do is buy a coffee and like Toowoomba. Good Morning Toowoomba, and we'll put you into the draw. Competition's going to go for a couple of weeks. In news, just around the world, there's an Arctic blast coming our way, so be prepared for that. The former Spanish king flees to a Caribbean island, so a bit of corruption there, mate. I don't know what happened in there, but I'll have to catch up with Paula. She'll give me all the information what happened with the former Spanish king. Melbourne goes into stage 4 and getting ready for stage 5, so we'll see what happens there.
Really interesting. We've just seen that Jim, founder of Jim's Mowing, has told all his franchisees to work through the lockdowns.
Right, okay. Well,
he clearly cares about all his staff.
I know. As I said, there's still companies that are putting a 12th hour appeal through to stay open during the lockdown, which I don't think is right. They should lock down. Jay Ash is watching.
If they'd have done the right thing from the start,
start,
they wouldn't be in the lockdown.
That's
we were
right.
so close, and they had to go and allow a mass protest in Melbourne, and it went and it just stuffed them.
That's right. Yeah, it's pretty bad. Let's hope it doesn't happen.
Comrade Dan should be ashamed to be the premier of that state.
Oh boy, you've got a big soapbox this morning, mate. Jay Ash is watching, mate. Jay's from the Toowoomba Sports Club, and Jeff McDonald.
Good morning,
is
Jeff.
coming down here later on, unless he didn't mark me in the diary that he was supposed to be
Well,
here. But he'll be here later.
He's been out of now. He'll be down.
He's coming at 8 o'clock, I think. What have I got him down for? 7:45. So
He's got 15 minutes.
Still waiting for Nat.
He's probably
Nat and
probably
Tiff.
watching while he's walking down.
Well, he is. So, look, for more news, if you're looking for news around the world, go to news.com.au or go to the Chronicle website. If you're a subscriber there, you can check that out, or find the Chronicle in some beautiful coffee shops. And don't forget the
check
Coffee
out
Gazette.
Channel 83.
Where's that? Who's that?
Sky News.
Sky News. Okay. Right.
It's free to air.
The right, or go to the ABC to the left. And you can see what's
if you
going
want to
on
watch the socialist, you can watch the ABC.
Here we go, we've got a customer in here.
Look
Here's
at this,
Gay
the beautiful
Hole.
Gay Holders here.
Righto. So we're going to take a short break, then we'll get Gay on there, and we'll have a chat with her. So let's get some more music on and take another break, mate. So here we go. If it plays. Here we go.
This is why you're a DJ, not me.
I love this song.
Wait, you trying to get lights
How I tried, written down the words to say. It is time. I've been waiting 5 days to explain how you make me feel inside. Baby, got it all figured out. Wanna do this right. There's no doubt in my mind, baby, you're the one. And tonight I am going all the way. The way you touch my hair, it all goes away. The things I planned, the things I would say, now I keep rambling on. I sound so cliche. What I am trying to do is say I love you. And all the things that you do. Sounds like a fool, 'cause when you touch my hair, the words goes away. What I am trying to do is say I love you. You don't know how I shiver inside. It doesn't show, but my nerves are inside out. It's because you're not worth less than perfection. Ooh, thought it was in my pants. Now I'm all confused, turning gold into sand. Don't know what you do to me. All I know is you can take my breath away. Yeah, it's when you touch my hair, it all goes away. The things I planned, the things I would say, now I keep rambling on. I sound so cliche. What I am trying to do is say I love you.
haven't got a clock, so I can't tell you what time it is, but I can tell you it's time to live, laugh, and love with Gay Hold. So pull up a couch.
I'll pull up a couch.
Hello. Ben's making coffee. Deb's just arrived from the chamber, so we'll get Deb on after this one. So how are you this morning?
Very good. Feeling a lot better than yesterday morning, that's for sure.
Mate, I really wasn't very good at the breakfast, and I think Kim kept looking at me like, is Daz okay? But I was aching all over. You know, I guess they made us walk so far, and then to hit that concrete.
Yeah.
And you've got that secret video that I've got to destroy.
Have you snoring like a cow bellowing, I say?
I was so tired. And every time I moved, my whole body just ached.
Yeah,
but
I was the same.
No, very good. Selena, did you help get that draw card to the homeless room?
Well, I
breakfast?
had I don't know if you remember Leaders in Business, and, you know, let's have a go at helping people. We're going to make mistakes, but that's okay. At least we're making an effort. And sometimes you need those leaders in the community that are happy to have a go. You know, have a go. And a lot of people out there, they want to help. We live in such a generous community, but they need a bit of guidance. And so I did that night at the Cube and invited Selena up, and Selena then met Nat and Tiff and went from there.
Yeah, no, look, really loved what she delivered yesterday. And the big takeaway I got was just that 2 hours a month to community, or to an incorporated, or to something that you love.
She is such an inspiring woman. Like I actually felt privileged to spend the night and be chatting with her about all sorts of things. You know, she was meant to be climbing Kilimanjaro this year, and she's just such an incredible giving woman. So we're down here. You're all about local as well. Yes,
local hairdresser.
absolutely.
So Travel Mugs opening today, and Studio 4350 out the back. I'll have to show you a bit later, but we'll talk about that. Don't want to talk about that. The focus today is on the coffee, and to open a business in these times where shops are closing. A couple of travel agents have closed down. Radio rentals, Michelle's have pulled out downtown. It's looking a bit dire sometimes. You think, where's this all going? What's your thoughts?
It is very frightening. I think, you know, I'm probably,
it's
no
scary,
words,
isn't it?
it's really frightening. I live in fear every day of what's ahead of us.
Yep. And again, we've had some silly people cross over the border, and let's hope we don't get into lockdown like Melbourne again. I just don't know how we'd all cope with that. Base services, and second shot, and Project School Formal. Project School Formal we worked on last year, and the school formals are back on because rooms are taking bookings.
Yeah.
So we're back for November. That we've got some, because we've got 2,000 square metres up there, we can do 600 people. So tell us, where's Project School Formal in 2020?
Well, this year it's given us a chance to actually put a bit of structure behind the project, which is really good. So I have Nat and Tiff auspicing me now, which is fantastic. And it's a very difficult thing to coordinate, trying to do by yourself. So I'm getting a project team together, an advisory group. And those will be from all different areas, and Kim Stokes is helping me with that. So she's been absolutely incredible with the support there, and Crush Designs is doing my website. Lisa, she's amazing, and she has done, I've just got some previews on the website and Facebook page, and I absolutely love it. It's fantastic. So it's just really good getting a lot of structure behind it now, and heading in. So I head away to the NT tomorrow, actually. Oh my gosh. So when I get back, it'll be game on in finding a space. So if you know anybody out there that has a space that we could use, it will be like in a pop-up situation, so 10 to 12 weeks max with it, and it's just a matter of we've got amazing donations. We don't need any more donations. We're very fortunate to have the donations that we do have, but we just need that space to put it. And then I'll be calling on some volunteers to help me.
Any landlords out there, you've got a space, you want to get some marketing from yours truly,
it
because
does give a lot of exposure, which is fantastic.
We're streaming this morning to Stanthorpe 4380 TV and Warwick 4370 TV, which I must admit I haven't done a lot of work out there because of travel and back at work, but so Warwick, Stanthorpe, kids at school,
Can I use that opportunity to say to people, like I say, we've got our donations,
It's just like
and
Toowoomba.
when we open the shop, it's a matter of getting to the right kids. So, if you know of anybody that's doing it tough, that might benefit from our project. So basically what we do is we provide girls and guys with dresses, suits, shoes. We have it all at no charge for them. So they just need to come in and see us. So it's about getting out there and getting to the right kids.
Yep.
That need
And
it.
you've even flew some stuff up last year to the Northern Territory.
Yeah, and Tonga.
And
So
Tonga.
we've been everywhere now. So,
So
it's
Brisbane,
great.
Gold
So-
Coast, wherever you're watching, and you know some kids that are doing it tough, that want to get into the school formals this year, Project School Formal, find them on Facebook. You haven't got a website set up, just
No,
drop
Lisa's
Facebook
in the
for
process of
Okay,
doing
yeah.
that now, which is
Cool.
really good.
Okay.
But some amazing things happened last year. Like we had a call from Emerald Community Centre and said, look, we desperately need some dresses and suits. We sent some up there. They then put on their local page. We've got some, and then got the whole town Emerald behind it.
Okay.
And then people were donating brand new suits and dresses to them. So this little thing grew just from those few that we sent up. So
Great
it's
stuff.
fantastic.
Okay, watch this space, Project School Formal. And still, again, homeless for a week. I just did have it up before Nat and Tiff are coming. Nat said I texted him, he said, I just can't get here at the moment. Tiff hasn't woken up. But you can still donate homeless for a week. We'd love to see maybe
Yeah.
120,000.
Can I take this opportunity to thank all the people that donated to my page too, because I end up doing $1,200, over
wow.
$1,200, which was really fantastic considering the times that we're in. So
Yeah.
thank you for everybody that donated to me.
Love the Toowoomba community. Yeah,
Oh,
they
I
dig deep,
love it
so,
too. Yeah, it's great.
Well, thanks for coming in. I know
Thanks,
you've got a
Daryl.
big day. We've got to catch up before you go away.
Yeah.
And I've got a huge day myself. I've got a Zoom at 12:30 I have to be on. But we'll see you shortly.
Lovely.
Remember, live, laugh and love. I love this photo. And I've got that video. I've got that video I've got to show later because I know you've got a video on me. So we're going to take a short break, and then Ben's going to talk with Deb Robinson from the Chamber of Commerce. So stay tuned, stay with us at the opening of Travel Mugs down here in Margaret Street. And I'll get some music, hopefully, if it'll play. Why was it not playing? Here we go.
Thank you.
See ya.
See ya.
Thank you.
I don't start until later today, but I'm working.
Okay. You want to talk to Deb? Stay tuned with us. Coming up shortly, we'll have Deb from the Chamber with Todd joining in. Mate, we're just watching, really, as I said, we're lucky to live in Australia, Beirut. Lebanon.
There's not much left of it.
That explosion, just if we can just take a minute, just our thoughts and prayers to the people over there. I mean, it looked like a fire in a fireworks factory, but there's something more deliberate behind it. And
Yes.
this world we live in at the moment, there's some really terrible people. And
Thoughts and prayers with them, but and also with Mayor Lawrence Springborg from Gundawini region as well.
heard that news yesterday.
And condolences to him and his family. And
Yeah, we know we're positive news with positive views, but sometimes we've just got to look at the reality of what's going on in the world.
You have to acknowledge it. I mean, it's a part of life, unfortunately. So you have to acknowledge the bad with the good. So.
Please like and share this, and again, thoughts and prayers for the people there around the world that are going through struggles, and not only with Corona but with other challenges as well. Michael Backman's joined in. He's a chef in real estate, so welcome along, Michael. We'll have you
does he do demonstrations while he's showing people through open homes?
No,
just come on, and this is a lovely kitchen, and while you're here, I'll cook you up a scallop.
I think he's a bit tired of being a chef. That's why he got into real estate.
Fair enough.
I've run into a few chefs. I ran into a lady at Clark Rubber. She's a chef, and she just is enjoying selling down there at the moment. So glad to be off the knives, so to speak. So, mate, the morning's getting away. We're here till 9 o'clock. Don't forget, come down and buy a coffee, like Good Morning Toowoomba, and you go into the draw for a prize voucher for Quest Service Apartments. So Todd's on his way down, mate.
So far we've got my mum,
Yep.
Gay,
Yep.
and Deb are in the draw.
Okay, cool. I can't enter. No employees. I'm not your employee. Am I? I'm your marketing campaign director. Co-host. So this is Good Morning Toowoomba with Daryl Nicholson and Ben Apsey, or Ben Apsey, Daryl Nicholson. He's on top, I'm on the bottom, so to speak. I better put some music on and get out of here. So you're up next with Todd and Deb, okay, mate? So made Deb a star last night. I played her little interviews. So
and as we always keep saying, if you need to join the chamber, call Deb. She'll give you her number in a minute.
Yeah, that's right. Exactly. So it is. Oh, why is this not playing? This one of my favourite songs. See if we can turn back time.
Hey, do you remember 20-something years ago? Those cold nights in December, and the sound of the falling snow, the fireplace warm and nice, the VHS movie box, your old broke down touring bus, and not a single cloud in the sky.
Even though I slept during the day yesterday, last night I slept like a dog.
Thanks for
Good morning, you're with Good Morning Toowoomba with Ben Apsey and Daryl Nicholson. Ben's busy on the coffee at the moment, so it's nearly getting on 8 o'clock, so Jeff McDonald's joined us as well. But on the couch I've got Todd. You should have been here before, mate. We were talking before. So, welcome to Good Morning Toowoomba.
Good morning,
Daryl
Toowoomba.
Nicholson and Ben Apsey. But I went, oh no, Ben's on top and I'm on the bottom, so then we had to quickly get off air.
They're mixing it up here.
I don't think we should talk about that.
That's right. Ben, just check that we got Deb in the shot. I'm pretty sure she's in the shot. She's there. Cool. Okay. Right.
Just
Todd.
move a bit to your right.
To my right.
So we've got the Chamber of Commerce here, so thanks for coming along. Todd's in the role. Jeff has been in the role as well.
Yeah.
My good friend Greg Johnson's coming down shortly,
Oh,
so
great.
so we're having a few people together. When did you take up the position? And Deb from the Chamber as well, so welcome along. When did you take up the position?
So officially started early January this year, 2020. So it's been a baptism of fire in one way. There's been a lot of challenges for small business in 2020, which followed on from droughts and pouring rain. So, but it's been a great experience so far.
So we all thought 2020, because 17, Ben and I were talking about this the other day, 17 was 18, 19, let's get 2020, but boy oh boy, we've all been affected, haven't we?
All affected all in different ways.
Mm-hmm.
And if we're not affected ourselves, then we know a brother or a sister or a mother or father or uncle or auntie who, or a good friend who has been impacted directly from the current health disruption in the world.
Yep. And Deb, yourself, how long have you been at the Chamber?
It's 12 years, 12 years. 12
Oh my
months.
God. Longest serving person in the Chamber.
Yeah,
Greg Johnson's got the record.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Greg's got the record of 5, but you got 12 years.
Beating it.
5 years.
12 months. 12 months next week.
Yeah, 12
This
months.
is just a reflection of
That's
what
it.
happens at the Chamber. We have no idea at this time in the morning.
Yep.
I should say not the Chamber.
Deb doesn't
Deb's
have
not a
much
morning
idea.
person.
No.
Deb has a lot of ideas. She's great.
Mm-hmm.
1 year next week actually, so pretty exciting.
And what's your role there, apart from all the memberships that we send your way to
That's it.
inquire?
Memberships and marketing at the moment,
Mhm.
so promoting all the local businesses, promoting the Chamber, our events. We've got some new staff starting up soon,
Okay,
so the
right.
team is growing, so I'll move more into memberships only and our committees and sponsorships and all the nice little relationships and get out and about more and see more of the businesses.
Okay. What's what's your big focus at the moment? I see you doing a few things, but advisory groups, employment, lobbying with council, not against it, advocating. Mm-hmm. What do you see the main priority of Chamber at the moment?
Well, as you're correct, Darryl, there's we have 4 great advisory groups. Mm-hmm. We have the CBD advisory group, mm-hmm. which is working hard in the background. We've got the Food and Agri advisory group. They're working hard connecting paddock to plate locally. We've got our Future Leaders group, which they're just super. So we're building momentum with them. So they're 3 core groups. As you said, we've been doing some work on the Jobs Force Roundtable to get to the bottom of some of the unemployment challenges, and see how they do. And we just wanted to be ahead of the curve there, because who knows what's going to happen in the next 6 months, right? So there's some core focus. But really, as Deb said, we just did a small little restructure, get some more people on board, and it's just so we can better serve our members. So Deb will look after memberships, our members specifically, sponsors. We have a great lady coming in to do events in marketing, and then we're going to give back by, using some trainees to rebuild them as we go through this process. So, but the core business remains the core business, Darryl. Yes. So really, we're still working on our connections with the small business community. We're still now the changing situation with COVID-19 sees us further being conduit information out there for all the business community. And then, of course, as you said, advocacy is key. And now we continue to work solidly with Toowoomba Regional Council and with the things that we advocated for as the business community told us. But we head to a state election soon. Yep. And I know COVID's a big issue, but there will be other issues that we will want from the business community. And we're in the process of engaging members now to get their feedback.
Okay, good. It's got a fair bit going on, mate. So
it's a
lot going on.
It's a bit hectic, actually. All cause we can blame ourselves.
Keep adding things on.
Yeah. We do, and it's really about, we're just responding to the needs of the business community. So we're doing all we can in that space. And then hopefully I'll have a big announcement shortly in the next 3 weeks about a Business Excellence Award. So we will be proceeding in some form. So and we'll see it this year as a celebration. We need to celebrate. There'll still be champions, people love a winner, but shame the Lions lost last night, but oh well, it's a shame.
They'll win again.
Yeah, they will. Oh, thanks, they will. Thanks, Darryl, that's very positive.
Well, not the Broncos, mate, they're the Lions.
That's right. Well, let's not talk about the Broncos, that's why I referred to the Lions. The big cats. So we'll make a big announcement about the Business Excellence Awards in the coming weeks, so that should be exciting. And we look forward to later in the year having a celebration in some form to, as I said, celebrate small business.
First year you both did Homeless for a Night. Deb, what can you take away from Homeless for a Night?
Very eye-opening. As I mentioned yesterday, is that I came from a third world country, came from Africa where there was lots of homelessness, and as odd as it may sound, I had never seen a white homeless person before, and when we moved to Australia I was like, nah, won't be homelessness here, it's the land of the lucky, but we do have it. People find themselves in situations where they don't expect themselves to be, a bit hard on their luck, and it ends up that way, and Toowoomba's not exempt. So it was great to see, not great, but I suppose challenging and insightful to see what they go through. And I think yesterday morning, waking up and having to get ready to go to work and lift yourself up, I don't know how, it makes it extremely difficult. I was very unproductive yesterday, and to think that people have to do that to go out and find somewhere to brush their teeth and have a shower and find work. We can understand why there's those challenges, but it was amazing to see the support behind it. Nat and Tiff do incredible work. The two of them, they don't stop. And saw them back out there last night while I was, cuddled in my bed. But the Toowoomba community, the business community, is so generous. That over $100,000.
It was amazing. I didn't think they. When I saw Nat a couple of weeks ago, he did a video. I thought you're not going to get the 100.
They were about $10,000, $12,000. And there they are, at the door there. But and thank you to all those that donated to the chamber team and to the whole Homeless for a Night, Homeless for a Week.
Yeah. What did you take away from the event?
Well, homelessness for me was also has always been about finding housing affordability, finding home, and securing jobs. And securing jobs for people in the business community plays an enormous part in those two roles. But what I really took away was the stories. The ability for individuals who have gone through much more than I could ever imagine. I am one of the lucky ones, who then have the courage and the bravery to survive what they've survived and then tell their stories. Was truly eye-opening. Truly, once again, I'll say it again, the bravery and the courage of those individuals, extraordinary. And I guess the main thing is the dignity of people.
Yep.
You know, it helps you remove your rose-coloured glasses, your judgmental eyes, and it really reminds you that every human being is valuable, and every human being, regardless of what they've been through, regardless of their history, should be treated with dignity. And it was just truly an uplifting experience. Frightening, tiring, but really the absolute extraordinary stories of those individuals and their authenticity. I've just taken that with me, and it's going to sit on my heart and in my head for a long time.
Good. Well, you're going to do it next year? I'm going for year 5 next year.
Oh, wow.
So there's a gift I hear for year 5.
Yeah,
so
I'm in charge of it, actually.
I look forward to it.
Yeah, you should look forward to
it.
Good. I'll try and get some sleep apnea and solutions for next year.
That's it. I was in Snorer's Corner, and both of you were there.
I was buggered. After walking, I was just exhausted because normally I stay up for the night, but I just had to crash. And I was just buggered. But no, look, took away a lot. And the thing I took was Selena. 2 hours a week,
Incredible.
2 incorporations, or like Philo, or your favourite charity. Just 2 hours a month to give back.
We've all got
that's
that.
great. So good. Thanks for coming on the show today. We've got Nat and Tiff outside to catch up with them. I'll get them on the couch in a minute, and Jeff McDonald. So, but if you want to join the chamber, you know what to do. Ring Deb. Okay, we'll be back after the break. Cheers. Thanks, guys.
Thank you. Beautiful.
Well done. Thank you.
Oh, no worries. Thank you.
Coffee.
We're watching Good Morning Toowoomba with Ben Absey and Daryl Nicholson. Ben's busy on the coffee machine, so for all the latest news in Toowoomba, go to thechronicle.com.au. Yeah, check out their website there for all the latest news in Toowoomba. And of course, what we're doing, mate, Jen. Everyone, Councillor Jeff McDonald, and I've got your office in the background here, mate. So,
good.
Your office is in there somewhere.
Nice, it is, yeah. Good on.
It's nice and clean now too.
It is. You've been in there?
We were fortunate enough. We did a story with Jen from Quest, and she's given us a voucher to give away.
Good's that?
So,
fantastic.
So come here. All you got to do is buy a coffee, like Good Morning Toowoomba.
That would have been would have handy for a few of those that are doing home or sleep out.
Oh yeah.
Been ideal.
What a night.
Could have auctioned that off.
Mate, it was really scary. When I knew where we were going to go, it was the first night we'd slept without any cover.
The condensation, the moisture would have landed on you. Beautiful.
Yeah,
great.
So Councillor Jeff McDonald, thanks for coming on the show, mate.
Terrific. Thanks for the coffee. This is great. You guys, congratulations on opening up. Fantastic.
Ben decided to tie something in with the travel agency here, and Studio 4350 is out the back. I'll show you that later. So I've seen a studio up. But mate, what's happening in the land of Toowoomba Regional Council? I'm waiting for Carnival Lane. I can't wait for that.
Yeah, well, it's not far away. It's getting there. We were hopeful it'd be ready for this year's Carnival, but due to COVID and a few other issues, it'll probably be just a bit after that, which is a shame. But it's also something to look forward to. That'll be good, and it's a great tribute to the 70 years or 71 years of Carnival as well, and all those people have been involved in it, including the Chamber of Commerce, and because you had Todd and Deb on just before, and without them and Essex State at the time, we wouldn't have a Carnival. So, that's a good thing to remember, and of course our rich traditions, bold ambitions tagline for the region is probably typified beautifully by Carnival Lane. So, no, that's good, but look, there's heaps and heaps happening, of course, but I probably wanted to mention a couple of little things if I could. And there's been some media around it in regard to local buy. And the TLC for TRC, which was kicked off by one of the candidates and Emma McTaggart by Kirsty Smolinski. Great initiative, and it's something that's gained momentum. But for Toowoomba Regional Council, it's important to note, and businesses have been the beneficiary of this, which is a focus on local purchase. And it's been a strong focus even back from 2012 to now. So just to give the viewers a bit of a taste of that, in 2012, there was about 24% of our overall spend was spent locally, about $56 million. 56 million. Wind the clock forward 8 years, and it's 57% and $180 million.
Nice.
So it's over 3 times the spend, which is all nice and good, but what does that actually mean? So it means that local businesses are being engaged by council. It means that local businesses employ local people, and they support local families. So it's the flow-on effect, if you like, and through the adoption of the budget, we also included a $50 million pandemic response, which was about bringing capital works forward with a clear focus on engaging with local suppliers. And that's spread over a 2-year period. So it's not just for this financial year, it's over 2 years. And I'll be really keen to see our reports that'll come through in August for the July period, just to see what what difference it's made already. One of the exciting parts of what's happened, I guess, through the government announcements, and we have federal and state government and then local government. And when federal and state government and they should do the heavy lifting through this pandemic. They're the ones that are funded the most. We get just over 3% of the tax take in Australia, yet we look after 30% of the infrastructure. So it's a bugbear, and the Mayor's probably spoken a bit about this as well. It is a bugbear for local government, and so what this means is that when federal and state governments put forward initiatives, e.g. the building first home buyers or new home, and collectively it's about a $45,000 windfall for someone with a new build, a new house, first home buyer, and in the state as well with the extra $5,000. So it's $45,000 effectively. What that's seen in the early stages is an uptake of land purchasing, and therefore more land coming on the market. So I'll be really keen to see our July figures as far as that goes. So while we've put a pandemic response of $50 million in, to support that industry that was flagged as being one of the worst affected, other than retail and hospitality, around construction. And let's face it, construction often feeds into retail and hospitality.
Definitely.
So if you can fix that construction side of things, they then spend through the economy. So it's that domino effect. It's a multiplier, local multiplier. So that means that we've had the $45,000 come in. Construction will start to go, with the timings of those. You need to sign a contract before the end of December, then you need to start building by March. At the same time, our stimulus is also affecting them, so we'll be able to spread our stimulus over the 2-year period. So effectively, what the hope is, and if you look at it economically, we should see the next 12 to 18 months of good steady growth, which I think is we're pretty fortunate where we are. You see what's happening in Lebanon, Beirut, overnight, and the pandemic that's happening in Melbourne and Victoria, and spreading then into New South Wales. We are just so fortunate where we are, but that doesn't happen by accident. No. We've all got to play our part.
Yeah, and the Toowoomba community is great at that. So
phenomenal.
We've been pushing, haven't we, the social distancing and hand washing, not teaching people how to do that, but just...
Well, I noticed we're keeping that bit of distance here. And, that's good.
And we did practice that.
Hand sanitizer?
Yeah, homeless for a night last night, Monday night.
Drenched yourself in it?
Oh, we did, we had to.
Went through a dipping station?
Mate, Toowoomba Safer Regional Partnerships.
Yeah.
I've sort of... out of the loop. I haven't caught up. I don't know whether we've met or what's happened. Is it back on, or is it we're going to webinar? Or
what's actually transpired, and there's some advantages of what we've been going through. So, and one of those has been the introduction of vulnerable communities, led by Shirley Ann Gardner, the executive director of the base hospital. So they meet on a weekly basis, and largely those folk that met through Safer Toowoomba Regional Partnerships are meeting on that.
Oh, good.
And I sit in whenever I can, but we have a representative from council operationally and otherwise. So that's been, if you like, a void. But while that's been happening, or filled a void, while that's been happening, our focus groups of crime and violence, of homelessness, which is a big one, top of mind, drugs and alcohol, and obesity, have all been doing some work in the background. Obesity have actually been meeting on a monthly basis, obesity prevention, I should say, and they're doing some tremendous work, once again led by Shirley Ann, but looking at different things that can come back to STRP and be funded through grants or operational, whatever we can do it. So we're hopeful, fingers crossed, that we might be able to do something virtual in August. But it just, a lot of these services are meeting in their own right, and we had the Homeless Expo on Monday.
That's right, that popped up there in that
on Monday, and service providers were there and catching up, and that's a big part of this social sector is the communication between each group. So
one of the things Ben and I have been on about in Good Morning Toowoomba, we think of Inspector Mark Kelly and the police having to attend traffic accidents, and we've had a lot in the region. Please, people, just drive safe. One person dies, it affects so many people. We did a program a couple of years back where we got the toll down in this region. So again, just want people to drive safe.
There's a program called Fatality Free Friday, but we should really be aiming for fatality free every day.
Every day, exactly.
And we all play a role in that, and sometimes accidents do sadly happen for any particular reason, but I think we all have a responsibility, whatever that may be, whether it's our health or looking after each other, and I think as a community we do it very well across our region. We do look after each other, and I think that probably is something that I wouldn't say we're unique. Other places would do it, but I'm not sure they do it as well.
Right, mate, thanks for coming on the show today.
Pleasure.
And you have been a big supporter of 4350 TV. I really do appreciate that.
Yeah, good on you.
I'll get you in the studio in the next couple of weeks.
Yeah, we'll check it out.
We're going to take a short break, and Nat and Tiff, I'm not sure if they're still here. They've moved on.
They're up front.
You haven't moved them on? Good. Make a home here for them. So we'll get Nat and Tiff on to talk about homeless for a night and homeless for a week, which is still going on. Thanks for your time today, Councillor Jeff McDonald.
No worries.
Cheers.
Good, Ben.
Come on.
It's pretty music. I like how you got the music just going in the background.
Yeah, Lisa McDonald's online. Kevin Howarth.
Good on you, Lisa. Well done. Thanks for coming in.
Good. Thanks.
No worries. Yeah, give us a quick look. Any travel work be done in here? Yeah.
morning, welcome back. Good Morning Toowoomba with Ben Absey and Daryl Nicholson. Ben's busy making the coffee at the opening of Travel Mugs. And welcome to the show, guys. Tiff and Nat from Base Services. And you're looking a bit weary, guys.
Yeah.
How was last night?
It was our second night on the street.
Night, yeah.
And from 4 a.m. there are street sweepers, garbage collectors, walkers, bike riders, and man, I did not want to get out of my scrape today, but I had to.
Oh, gee.
Nat wanted to go.
Yeah, once I wake up, that's it. I stay awake.
Yeah.
But I had about 6 hours sleep, so that was great.
Okay.
Yeah.
I had to work here, so I found 3 o'clock in the afternoon I'm on reception, and Karen did check with me through the day. Karen, general manager of the sports club, gave up the sports club rooftop for Monday
thanks,
night.
Karen.
Yeah.
Thank you.
But geez, 3 o'clock, I just went, oh no, but I got through the day, but I can't imagine doing 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 nights. So take my hat off to you. So where are we up to so far with the fundraising?
We're up to $105,000.
Wow.
And last year we raised $113,000, and we might break our record.
Right.
So
113 last year.
I think it was 113. Can you just have a quick check?
Yeah, 113441.
There you go.
Because I was talking to Todd before and Deb, and remember you came in the studio at the back, and I said, "Oh man, I don't think you're going to reach 100."
I was
very skeptical.
I was guessing 40, and maybe 50 if we were lucky. But we were up in an arm, and back in January, February, March, was this all going to happen?
Mm-hmm.
And we just didn't connect with people because we were busy. We were when things were locked down. We expanded. Our service. We had to do more. So Homeless for a Week was just in the back of our mind, really.
But I think,
like way back, way back.
But I think that message, we are in this together. And as a community, we're amazing when it comes to helping one another out. That real mateship. And I think this whole COVID-19, we don't know what's going to happen, but we know that we need one another to survive. And people are looking after one another, considering one another more than ever. So it does show that nice spirit despite toilet paper shortages.
I know. Gee. I'm trying to think where I'm going next. I was just so overwhelmed with Selena's presentation yesterday morning.
Gosh.
She owned that stage. She's amazing, so inspiring. But my favourite part of the talk was 2 hours of power. And I've already had 2 or 3 people that have said, give me 2 hours a month. And that's going to help us out heaps.
That's great. So the program Second Shot, you're expanding. Tell us about the exciting things happening in the Second Shot.
Well, we've been on the footpath for the past 3 years, and it's very chilly.
3 years, wow. Yeah.
Is it 3 years?
You're going to get up
years? And we've really been on the street front, and that's been amazing for creating a profile, getting to know people. But in this winter weather, on a glorious day like this, it is so chilly, it's so cold, and we just had the opportunity to move next door.
Okay, good.
And so we're moving the machine inside, so it will be a lot nicer for our baristas, and will allow us to provide more training and employment opportunities, and we're really excited about that. And just overwhelmed once again by the community's generosity. And at the moment, as we do this, we've got 10 trainees currently in our program, and 7 of the 10 have found other work.
Okay.
So it's been fantastic. So 3 to go. So if you're looking for some good workers, let us know.
And we're getting a new coffee machine too, so we're looking forward to getting that. And so we were successful with a grant through Westpac Bank.
Okay.
So the highlight of the sleep out, if I can just share for me, what I was trying to get, the message that I was trying to get across, and some people mentioned to me that they reckon it was about 8 Ks of walking.
Yeah, we walked a bloody lot.
You walked,
I was
was it homeless for a night, or was it a hike for homeless? That's what.
A bit of both, I think.
A bit of both. But can I just put you in the shoes of a homeless person? They get told to go to Vinnie's, so they go up to Vinnie's, get some clothes. Then there's I'm hungry, so hey, have you heard of the soup kitchen? So then they walk all the way to the soup kitchen, and then I see them, or Tiff sees them, and they're a lady, hey, would you like to go to Protea Place? And sometimes, then they might have to go to Centrelink, and for a Centrelink appointment, there's a lot of walking.
Yep.
And this is what people find themselves doing when they find themselves in this difficult circumstance. And so, they're scrambling around trying to get help. Yep. And so it was just a little bit what it might be like for someone that's homeless.
Yeah. You're doing some great work. And there's a lot of other organisations too, which you acknowledged the other night. Well, that just wasn't only about base services.
No. Well, we've always done that, Daryl, but we really made that so evident this time. We went to the Housing Hub, we went to Protea Place, so we went to these different services and we heard people's stories, and it was great. It really highlights that we're in this together.
Okay. Look, if you see the guys in the street, please. That's got the tin there. Let's get that all happening again and get some more money in. And it would be nice to get that 120. The break last year.
That's how much it costs to run the soup kitchen.
10 grand a month.
Yeah.
10 grand, and that's pre-COVID or after COVID. So, because you've had to buy takeaway containers.
Takeaway containers, nice full spoons.
Yeah. And we did buy a lot of phones. So we can stay in contact with people.
We worked out that we're going through about 1,500 containers a fortnight.
Wow.
And they's costly and they can be hard to get because everyone's after these takeaway containers. So it's definitely increased our cost and taking people to showers and laundry.
Go to homelessforweek.com.au. Just jump on that page, drop a donation through. Or you can go to one of your favourite people that you want to support and donate as well. So thanks for coming on the show, and let us just give you a little bit of relief from the cold outside and just come inside for a minute.
Just before we go, Daryl, that was your fourth night?
My fourth one, yeah.
Okay, so you're going to be one of the lucky ones.
For next year, I'm definitely in for next year.
Okay, awesome.
And Todd said he's organising all the gifts, so he's going to be kind to me, I hope. So. No, 5 years, I definitely will, and I'm going to stay up because I don't want to keep people up with my snoring like I did this year. But that walk was exhausting. That's what got me and slowed me up.
Yeah.
Because normally I stay up all night.
Yeah.
And cover things, but I was just exhausted. But it was really a good experience and really a great presenter. And I look forward to next year's speaker as well. So we'll see where we go with that. Thanks for coming on the show today. I'll let you get a coffee, and if you see these guys in the street, please drop some money in the tin or just go online. So, righto, we'll take a short break. This is Good Morning Toowoomba with Ben Absey and Daryl Nicholson. We'll take a break and we'll be back. Thanks, guys.
Awesome.
I feel the warmth of your skin. I feel the touch of your hand. Love you with all of my heart. Makes me tremble within. Love the smell of your hair. Here in my bed. Without your love, I am out of place. And without you, I am just a train. I wanna be with you always.
How are you guys?
Cause that is what my heart says. I wanna be with you always. Cause that is what my heart says. I wanna be with you always, always. Cause that is what my heart says. Sparkle in yours. I wanna be with you always, always. Cause that is what my heart says.
Morning Toowoomba, Daryl Nicholson. Ben Apsey's just a bit tied up at the moment. If you've seen the news this morning, I know we're positive news with positive views, but an enormous explosion, and at least one Australian's been killed so far. In Lebanon, I can't believe this. A massive explosion has rocked Lebanon's capital, city of Beirut. At least 70 people, including an Australian citizen, have been killed by the blast, and thousands were injured. So if you just want to take a minute today just to just be blessed with the country that we live in and the city that we live in, Toowoomba, and also reaching out to Stanthorpe and Warwick this morning as we open Travel Monks Coffee. Just think of the people in Lebanon and Beirut. It's that blast was just amazing. So just take a minute today, just be grateful for where we live and how lucky we are with our lives that we live in a great country. In other news, we'll just run through some other news very quickly. An Arctic blast is on its way, so just be prepared. We're at 9 degrees at the moment, going to be a top of 22, but expect to get those winter woolies out. It is going to be cold in Toowoomba over the next couple of days and lots of rain. Happy birthday today to Meghan Markle. She's having a birthday, so the Queen released a photo of her and Meghan from a couple of years ago and wished her a happy birthday. 3 men from Logan have been charged for sneaking over the border. They went to Melbourne and snuck back over the border and have been arrested and charged. So don't try and sneak over our borders. There are serious consequences, so they've got a court appearance in September. There's a 3-day wait for coronavirus testing in Australia, with currently 6,773 people in Australia with coronavirus. So again, social distancing, sanitising, keep your distance, and please take care. Consular staff are now to go to quarantine. The Premier, Anastasia Palaszczuk, has pushed that there's no special privileges for people from any embassy, so consular staff are now to be quarantined and not be able to travel, as we've seen a so-called consular staffer in Toowoomba is in isolation. So, and a former Spanish king flees to a Caribbean island. So for all news, go to news.com.au, also go to 9news.com, or you can go to the Chronicle website as well. The Chronicle have got a great website there with local news and views. So coming up, I'm going to call him in now if he's available, is Kevin, Crazy Kevin. So come on in, my friend, grab a seat.
Oh, it's beautiful here, isn't it? Hey, I love the bit of logo there and everything. It's great.
And thanks for coming on the show, and thanks for supporting some of the things I've been doing. I know you've got a radio show and you're DJing, but the DJing's died down a bit. But
DJing's died.
Yeah, so no function work?
No, I've had about 6 weddings cancelled, birthdays. But the funny thing, I've got a bit of a croaky voice today. It's because of yesterday, which was fantastic. But I've been doing the town crying like every week. I've been doing it, but of course I've not been doing it for months. And suddenly I turn out and think I can do with a voice and go, oh yeah. And I think I've strained my voice. So I've not got a cold or anything. I've just got a croaky voice today.
It's funny, Monday night after midnight, Nat told me you were coming down to wake everyone up, and I was just cracking up laughing. I thought this is going to be cool, but you gave a few people a surprise when you started to sound crying and wakey. So,
one guy I went up to him while he was down there, and one of the girls said, "My dad's over there," so I did it with her dad. And he said, I thought I had tinnitus. I thought I had ringing in the ears.
Yeah. Well, you definitely do with that bell, mate.
And then afterwards, when we did the function, I brought on Kim. What a great function that was, wasn't it? The homeless.
Kim Stokes is a great MC, and again, she's had fallout from COVID because that was her livelihood.
Yeah.
And she's had to find other ways now to get an income because there's no MCing work. But now we're starting to get back to a little bit of normality, just a little bit. So hopefully that will pick up. So, mate, this Sunday, you're doing a live broadcast as well. So
I'm going to be doing a Daza. I'm going to be doing a live broadcast. Yeah, I'm going to be outside where John McVeigh's office is.
I see he's moved to the blue building, the old AMP building.
The blue building there, because Power FM are upstairs there, but we're going to bring everything onto the street. And we're going to be there from 10 o'clock till 12 o'clock. And also on the radio as well, on 88. And people can ring in or come and visit us. And we've got lots of giveaways. We're giving away a holiday, we're giving away a GoPro, we've got all sorts of stuff. We might even have a couple of coffee vouchers for travel mugs.
Yeah, Ben and I are going to pull that together for you. So, so is that for John McVeigh's opening of the office? Is that?
No, it's for my 100th show.
Oh, your 100th show, okay.
Yeah, it's for my 100th show on Power FM. And we thought, let's try and do something different. And all the sponsors have been great. They've come in and chipping in with $100 here, $50 there, T-shirts, hats, all sorts of things to give away. So it's this Sunday between 10 and 12.
10 and 12, Power FM 88 on the dial.
Yeah.
Also go to Power FM I can't remember the website.
That's it, Power FM Radio.
Power FM Radio, I remember it, .com. So
you can stream it live on there, because if it's not, the signal's not strong enough in some parts of out of Toowoomba and all that.
Jeff, I always laugh, Jeff Roberts said he's got people from Russia listening. He loves the Russians.
Oh, it's funny, I've got a little intro from a friend of mine who's married to a Russian lady, and he goes, "The crazy Kevin from Russia with love." And she's got this beautiful voice.
That's great.
So, yeah.
Look, mate, we're also going on Warwick 4380 TV and Warwick 4370 TV and Stanford 4380 TV. So if you're looking for a great DJ, give Kevin a call. He's certainly. And you've got a mate out in Stanthorpe who's a town crier as well.
Yeah, if anybody in Warwick or Stanthorpe's out there, say hello to Bob Townsend.
Yeah.
Say you spoke with Kevin, because he's a fantastic guy.
I heard him cry at the Upland Grape this year, and there was like 70,000 people there, and he's got a big voice as well. But you've got the record.
But he's got a great voice. With his cries, he does lots of poetry with the cries and all that, rhyming and everything. Makes them all up, and he's very, very good. Lovely guy as well.
Well, mate, thanks for coming on the show today, and thanks for chipping in with Homeless for a night and Homeless for a week.
It just opens your eyes up when you see all that, doesn't it, Darryl?
Mate, I've done it 4 years. Every year I learn something new.
Yeah. The lady speaking with a hair aid and everything.
Yes, Selena, she was incredible. So, and we keep talking about the 2 hours a month, 2 hours of power a month, just to get back to your favourite charity, your community group, and incorporated. Something that's close to your heart.
I just said to Nat then, because I saw Nat walking out, and I just said, if you need anything, a disco or anything, music, just give me a call.
That's great.
So do we do this?
Thanks for coming on the show today, mate. I really do appreciate it.
Thank you so much. I love the surroundings.
Sunday, 10 till 12, Power FM. What's Jeff Roberts' tag for that? Power FM, I can't remember his...
I can't think of the tag now.
No, I can't think of the tag, but it is one great song after another.
One great song after another. That's the one. Yeah.
I love these logos. So.
And good luck with this beautiful coffee shop and everything.
Yeah, mate, I think Ben's got something happening here in the travel. Once travel gets back on the boil again, people are already starting to book. They have had to do a lot of refunds, but they are booking. So.
Are they booking within Queensland?
Yeah, Queensland, and there are some packages to Tassie and Victoria.
Sounds great.
They've got some stuff to Victoria, but not really at the moment, because I don't know what's going on down there, mate. Something's going on funny. The whole of Victoria, it's just...
I've got a quick one for you. I've got a friend of mine who's in Melbourne, and he used to live in Toowoomba, and he decided before COVID he's coming back to Toowoomba. He's bought himself a trailer all set to come over. COVID hit, and he just cannot get up here. He's just been waiting months, and he just wants to get in and drive up here to the beautiful state.
I know. Crazy Kevin, DJ and Compare, international DJ and Compare. Thanks for coming on the show today. Appreciate it, mate.
Thanks a lot.
Take care.
Take care, mate. All the best, mate. So we sneak out now.
Yeah, we do.
We're not on there. We're not on there now. We sneak out.
We're still on, but
just go. Just go.
Thanks.
Next, come on the right. Next person.
Well, how are you? Do something really doggy, don't you?
No sniffing, no nothing, just so far.
And that was just key.
Over, yeah.
Well, I did lots of things, yes.
Put up a poster online yesterday, and that was amazing. And the last picture, Riley Ryan and to the cafe or whatever it was. So then another one put up a poster saying, 20-something years entire stuff, castles and whatever, and they were amazing. And so just amazing. And that was so it was just as we were we just take it down and ask them to get some posts. You know, we love their posts. We don't want to, you know, we don't want to support them, but just for the sake of the page, we just yeah, so it's...
Better get over. Are you on there? We'll get on there.
Oh, hello. How are you? How are you?
Well, welcome back. Good morning, Toowoomba with Ben Absey and Darryl Nicholson. Ben's still on that coffee machine.
I would love a coffee. Yeah, it smells so good. Yeah, flat white, please. Medium.
Just getting the coffee orders out.
Lactose free, if that's okay. Oh, wonderful.
TLC for TRC. So, Kirsty Smolensky, how are you today?
Oh, really well, you did.
I've been practicing.
Well done.
Because Jeff was down here earlier, Jeff McDonald, and we were talking about you, so it was all good.
Oh, nice.
Really, a big thank you, because with COVID, and I've always been think local, support local, buy local, and then you come up with TLC for TRC. So tell us about that. What's going on?
Well, it happened in March when the city we were all shutting down, and it has grown out of sight. We've now got nearly 5,000 members. It is really just a Facebook page that is supporting local businesses. So people post about their favourite business, and so it's a fan-based page. It's not an advertising page as such, and we're finding that people love that. You know, if people are saying, oh, go here, shop here, get your car fixed here, because they've got amazing service. We're finding that's really engaging. And some of the businesses that have been supported, which is over 1,000 businesses have been recommended now, we've now got them contacting us saying thank you, because our business has actually increased.
Good.
So that's all we want.
That's outstanding. So how did you come up with how did you think of it? I mean, obviously creation.
Well, I have, so Emma McTaggart is my partner in crime, I suppose, and Emma was out and about down the street when the city was closing down, and met a couple of business owners who were quite distraught, and Emma rang me and said, do something, please do something. And I said, well, I'm not sure, what did you have in mind? And she said, I don't care, do something. Okay. So I thought, well, what I can do is start up a Facebook page, because I know how to do that.
Didn't I flip that around?
No, it is. It's just really dark.
Is it? Okay. Well, that's all right. So, but this is really cool.
So that's just how it started. Thanks, Ben. So very, very just ad-lib, spur of the moment. We just nutted out what we would do on the day. I started the page, put on a few posts about businesses that I had just been to, and off it went.
Just exploded.
Yeah, we have rules, no self-promotion, it's all got to be recommendation, and we have found that works really well.
Yeah, because I just checked with you. Like Neil and I had done a video about think local, support local, buy local, and I made sure they fitted the criteria.
Absolutely.
Because it wasn't about promoting a business.
No.
It was about supporting everyone.
And that's what it's all about, is supporting everybody. And if someone does put up a post so we don't put up with anyone who's been not very nice. It's all positive. We're not a page that is looking for what's wrong with the business. It's all positive. So that's about our only criteria, and no self-promotion. It's working really well. So we'll keep it going. And we've got other plans in the pipeline. So.
Well, thanks for coming on the show today. And time is just getting away, so I want to wrap this up on We've got the events group coming up next. So, but look, thanks for your time today.
Well, thanks for having me on. That's great.
And we'll catch up soon. I'll show you the studio behind before you go.
Sounds great.
We're going to take a short break. This is Good Morning Toowoomba with Ben Absey and Daryl Nicholson. We'll be back in a minute.
Why is it that when you That's great, Daryl. Sorry, I talk so much.
That's good. I'll just show you.
Oh, there is a layer. Oh, there wasn't. Great sport there.
G'day, welcome back. You're with Good Morning Toowoomba with Ben Apsey and Daryl Nicholson. And again, our thoughts and prayers to Lebanon and Beirut for that explosion that happened there today. We really live in a lucky country, so just take a minute of your time today just to think of those people there. And the Prime Minister has confirmed one Australian has lost their life there. So in other news, we've got a top of 22 today, but there's an Arctic blast coming. And just get those winter woolies out. It is going to be cold. 3 men have been charged for sneaking over the border. The 3 later men were arrested and charged. They're appearing in court in September with the other 2 young ladies that falsified documents coming back into Queensland. So, and consular staff now are to quarantine. They don't get any exemptions. The Palaszczuk government have put a hold on that. Don't forget, come down to Travel Mugs, grab yourself a coffee, put your name into the draw for this prize voucher from Quest Hotels from Jenny at Quest. So we're going to take another short break, then I'm going to get the girls from the events group on and have a talk to them. Time is getting away. The time now is, it's 8:50, so we'll have Joe and Cassandra from the events group up next.
I've been feeling so small. Watch the clock ticking off the wall. But tonight I'm heading to school. Spend my coin for sure. I'm gonna be myself, or I could be someone else. No one's stopping me now. I'm gonna skip my things. I'm gonna make mistakes. I just wanna feel okay. It's just what I do when I'm trying not to hold me down. Feel alive when I'm in this town. Look at the beautiful stars. I wanna drive a faster car. Nothing can break me. Oh no, nothing can break me. Trying not to hold me down. Feel alive when I'm in this town. Look at the beautiful stars. I wanna take a trip to Mars. Nothing can break me. Oh no, nothing can break me. Look at the beautiful stars. I wanna drive a faster car. Lay my troubles to bed. Blow the smoke through my cigarette. City lights looking fine, and I know this is my time. I'm gonna be myself, or I could be someone else. No one's stopping me now. I'm gonna skip my breaks. I'm gonna make mistakes. I just wanna feel alive. It's just what I do when I'm out. So
Morning, welcome back. It's about 10 to 9. Good morning, Toowoomba with Ben Apsey and Daryl Nicholson. Ben's busy on the machines, and something that's not happening a lot at the moment is events. But we're going to talk to the ladies from the events group, to Joe and Cassandra. Welcome along. So thanks for coming in today.
Thank you for having us again.
No worries, any time. Tell us what's happening in the events world since we last met after the Black Lives Matter thing. We were really putting some pressure on the government to open hospitality. It's starting to now.
Mm-hmm.
Sports clubs open now. Stage 1, which is the gaming room, but then we're getting the next stage is opening in 3 weeks, so that'll be really cool. But what's happening in hospitality and in events organisation? What's happening?
Go for it. Well, last week. There you go. Okay, so last week we did a hybrid event for Lifeline, which was the Responsible Awareness of Gambling, Responsible Gambling Awareness Week, and we did a lot of things online. So we actually had our launch online, which we held at the Tapestry. We were allowed 40 people in the room.
Okay, yeah.
So we had to do all the COVID rules, but we also live streamed it for anyone that wasn't able to make it. Then later through the week, we actually encouraged the community to have their own green morning tea, and there were quite a few around town. So workplaces got together and had their green morning teas, and because green is the colour for gambling, apparently. For the
Gambling help,
yeah. And then we had
the Q&A session. So we had a fairly good panel there. We had across the board there, and it was all live streamed, that one. So anyone could zoom in and be involved or ask a question or
and that way there was no one in the audience. It was all very easy for people to get involved in that one. And keep things moving.
So where do you think we're going to go now with events? I mean, I'd worked out at Rumours, we're getting the school formals back. There's 2,000 square metres there. Kathy's saying they can do 600 comfortably. So that's starting to happen. But do you see the big events coming back on again?
Well, there was one on the weekend. Bob Carroll, actually, it was the second big one, Australian events, had the Outdoor and Adventure Expo. There are certain rules and things. I mean, obviously being an outdoor event, he had certain restrictions lifted, but he has introduced a thing that he's actually taken from the theme parks, and that's actually having someone like a COVID ambassador, they're called. And we were just talking to Kevin, and he's actually going to be one of the Carnival Flowers. And what that means is that they will walk around not with high vis, but with a different colours sort of vest, and they separate people. At Movie World, they have people dressed like Superman and like Wonder Woman and things like that to do the same job. So I think it's just a matter of reminding people to socially distance. When it comes to big dinners and sit-down lunches and the way we used to socialise to raise money and those sorts, I think that's going to be really quite difficult. And unless we get that vaccine, I mean, Anastasia's basically saying that there will be no dancing until we have a vaccine. We're all stuck in Footloose.
No dancing or singing. I'm like, really?
Can't sing.
No, apparently New South Wales. That's New South. Because the spray.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, so it's interesting times that we live in. So it's life is. I know certainly at the sports club we're doing more cleaning now than ever. As soon as someone leaves the poker machine, we clean that up, just sanitise. There's a difference cleaning and sanitising, so doing both. So, no, look, as I said, life is going to be different and a lot more virtual things, I think. I was watching that ninja show, and the guy's doing his ninja stuff, on Channel 9, yet his family were watching remotely, and they only had a small audience. So it's certainly going to affect a lot of productions and shows as well. So
I think the people that are actually up to speed with all of the their online telephone, like this sort of thing, everyone that's up to speed on all of that will have benefits. But it's the people within our industry, not just us as event planners, they're our suppliers, like Wayne Hamlet and Tom Carroll and Gary Love. They're people that we work with all the time, and they would be definitely suffering in their voice. That's just not fair.
Well, let's hope 2021 is going to be a better year, and just got to get through this madness. Victoria's going crazy, New South Wales going a bit funny at the moment. Let's hope it doesn't come up north. Well, thanks for coming on the show today. Thanks for supporting Travel Mugs, and we look forward to catching up in the very near future and hopefully do some events. So that'll be good.
Thanks, Dale. Great coffee too.
You can get this coffee. It's a blend that's at the Empire and also at the platform railway station. What's it called? Inbound. Yeah. So it's an exclusive blend here. So it is.
I thought it was the way Ben made it.
Oh, he does add. He does add a little touch to it as well. He's very fussy. He won't let anyone else do it. So, thanks for coming on the show today. We've got Greg Johnson on next. So stay tuned.
Okay. Oh, was it? Is that where you were? Yeah, maybe. And I was, there was at least a water.
I've been waiting 5 days to explain how you make me feel. Got it all figured out. It's right. There's a doubt in my mind. Baby, you're the one. And tonight I am going all the way. The way you touch my hair, it all goes away. cause my nerves are inside out. It's because you're not worth less than perfection. Ooh, thought it was in my head, now I'm all confused. Turning gold into sand, don't know what you do to me. All I know is you can take my breath straight.
I'm back. Finally.
Mate, we had a good little run there. So
that was good.
8 till 9 was quite busy. Lots of good interviews. So I'll go through and lift the show off Facebook and break the interviews up into segments. So
and our next guest did also mention that John McVeigh was wandering down the street.
Oh, okay.
So if John is around, come and buy a coffee.
Come and say hello, so that'd be great.
Small business.
It's 9 o'clock, mate. It's about 8 or 9 degrees at the moment. Got a few people out the front. It's going to get to a top of 22, but it is going to get cold and wet, so certainly get your winter woolies out and your raincoats. I was talking to someone yesterday, and they were in the reject shop. It was yesterday, I'm pretty sure it was. And we were just talking, this guy I didn't know, but we were saying back in the 80s, it was cold.
Oh yeah.
And you always had a raincoat or an umbrella and you used them because it rained a lot. The climate certainly has changed.
But it does that naturally?
It does that, yeah.
It goes in cycles and waves. All of the work and effort. I'm not a climate denier.
No.
I've got a spatial science degree.
Mm-hmm.
You know, not that some of my political opponents like to acknowledge that, telling me I'm not a real town planner, or my degree says otherwise. There is an importance to us looking after our environment. We should be good custodians of the earth and the planet.
Yep.
But it's just a cyclic thing. We could do all the things possible to go to renewable energies, but our 1.4% of global emissions is not going to make a tiny dent in something like China.
Yeah, exactly.
Like China signed on to the Paris Agreement and they've done complete and utter bugger all. I don't see people going over there to protest.
No, that's right. Yeah, they should. Well, they can't at the moment, so interesting times ahead of us. So righto, mate. Again, travel mugs next to Sofra's. It's in Globetrotters Travel. Come down, buy a coffee.
Front end of it,
Buy a coffee and drop your name, like Good Morning Toowoomba, and you got a chance to win this incredible voucher from Quest Hotels, Jenny and the team up there, which we'll draw that in 2 weeks.
Thank you to the businesses that have helped out with getting it off the ground. So we've got Aidan at Total Coffee, supplied the coffee machine, the grinder, and got us onto the great blend that we've got.
Fish River
Roasters down in Bathurst. Then we've got Creative Timbers down in Drayton. So they've supplied all of the timber work for the bench. The bench surround, which I built. I'm very proud of it. The guys over at CGD, Neil, did all our logo for us, which is great. Yourself. There's a few.
This is going to be good. The way once that travel starts again and more people come through.
We got all the tables and chairs from Nisbet's down in Brisbane. All the cafe furniture. Really good price. Good
and the right side of the street for winter weather.
Oh, great side of the street.
The sun.
It's
beautiful. It's great. So, okay, we'll go and take a little break. We're going a little bit over time. Maybe we might see John McVeigh and he might come in.
That would be nice.
Anyone's got his number, give him a ring and see if we can get him on for a quick minute. Have a talk about his new office. That'd be really cool. So.
Both he and Trevor Watts got a new office as well.
Has he?
Out on
He's moved as well.
Jellicoe and Ruthven Street.
That's right. Yeah. Okay. So there you go. Okay, I'm going to get Greg Johnson up next, so stay tuned, and we've gone a little bit over time. Okay, let's wrap it up. Here he is.
What's happening?
Just have a seat here. Okay, pull in here. Welcome along, Greg Johnson. You're the last guest for the day, mate.
Oh, that's not very nice. I should be first.
Well, we opened at 7. I was looking for you. That's okay. I knew you wouldn't let me down. So.
Oh no, I was going to get here at 7, but Jan's gone to Brisbane for the day. So as a dutiful, non-self-funded retiree, I thought it was wise to get a breakfast and do the washing.
I'm going home to do that next, and I've got a webinar at 12:30. Mate, Flowers, the Camellia and Garden Expo. Unfortunately, not going ahead this year. I saw the raffle was drawn and for the hospice.
Oh, did I win?
No, you didn't. You're not allowed to enter.
Yeah.
So, but
it is unfortunate. Yeah, well, Mark Munro and the team over there need $1.8 million a year to run that establishment. So, having something like the Camellia Show, which gets a lot of volunteers involved, but also produces a $25,000 or $30,000 surplus for the hospice is so important. And of course, this year there's no Camellia Show and Garden Expo, and Mark has got to be innovative to find other income streams. And as you know, Mark Munro is pretty good at that sort of stuff. So he's had the raffle. You can donate online. We're sharing pages on Facebook so that you can do the Facebook donations as well. So we'll try and compensate for that. But it's such a valuable establishment. It only has a handful of beds, but it's a place, sadly, for people to die of dignity in a place of love. And that's why I'm involved in the Camellia Show. I'm not really a Camellia fan. My wife Jan is. She's a gardener. So I mean, everybody's in the same position. The Royal Agricultural Society.